Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How about you?
Good. I haven't called you in 2 days.
I know. What happened, my friend? Okay. That's fair. Yeah. I heard you.
It's a Christmas tree, see?
Oh, love it. Very decorative. Yeah, I love it. It's really decorative.
Thank you.
You got it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you.
No problem. I showed you mine, remember?
Daddy, can you come 1 second? The alarm clock is wrong. It's right. It's 5:19. It's not the right time. It's wrong. Can you put the clock to 5:19 p.m.? I heard last Christmas, my lamb.
Yes. I listen to it a lot of times.
Do you remember that song?
Yeah. I sung it in the chorus.
In the chorus, right?
Yeah.
They don't like the cold now these days.
It's getting too cold.
Have you heard of the movie The Great Store of Christmas?
Yes.
You remember what's the funniest?
Yeah. She's nice, right?
Yeah, she is. She's not longer a virgin anymore,
She's alumni, right?
right?
She just graduated last year.
She's only there for like 4 years.
Like 3 years ago.
3 years.
Yeah, like 3 years in grow.
What about? I think you make the wrong as well, right?
Yes.
I think you did 4. What do you think?
Yeah, just like same with Ada McKenna.
What about Juanita?
3.
means in this world, it'll be 89. So I just have to go to the lab and get it. Except there's a giant crazy plant blocking me. You can do this. Really think so? Look, I know I said some stuff these past 6 months, but deep down, I want you to know I always believed in you. Oh, thanks.
What are they?
All right, let's do this. Whoa. Good thing I removed this. Let's go. Ah! Oh.
We're not even going to do the program lab photos.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
I'm telling you.
Just like you asked me for the yearbooks. I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
Maybe tomorrow, I guess. If I have time.
See what's wrong with you.
Olivia! Otis!
Yeah.
What's going on? Didn't you wonder where I've been for the past 6 months? 6 months? You accidentally dropped the gadget and were gone for like 2 seconds. Whoa, time must be different there. Different where? In the other dimension. It was just me and some pink exercise equipment, and all I did was garlic bread, and I battled this giant plant. But the real thing I battled was myself. And I won. It's all in my autobiography. Good for you. Okay, now that a gadget we asked for, you get. Whoops. I couldn't work the other time. I joined because a watermelon should be full of watermelon. Not gonna
Have you watched Buddy the Elf before?
I joined because when you get a letter,
Yeah, that
it
movie's
should be
funny, right?
I joined because when I jumped,
It was a
this
long time
shouldn't
ago.
happen.
It was a year ago.
Yes.
We are Odd Squad. Since the beginning of time, and we are talking way back, we've been fighting off. In our spare time, we also like to take pictures of ourselves. This is
Yeah.
our second favorite
He
one.
plays Buddy the Elf.
There's no case too big, no case too small. At Odd Squad, do it all. And yes, that is a ham sandwich riverboat. Join Odd Squad at pbskids.org. You'll get top-notch training in the secrets of Odd Squad, including where to look for hidden creatures. Go to Sector 21 where all the creatures are hiding. Explore the forests, mountains,
Your grandpa's still around?
ooh,
Yes.
swamps. You can also watch Odd Squad cases. This is our story. It's a likely story. An apron, a notepad, a pencil, some extra straws.
Did you used to watch Livestream?
Yeah.
There's danger, we'll face it, we're fearless, we have the courage, we got to learn what those two have in store. Odd Squad means you, and I need to have high tea with Mrs. Turnbull.
It'll be funny if you watch it in your room.
Well, what
Yeah.
are you waiting for? Let's tuck it.
Sure would.
Odd Squad, teaming up with teamwork together as a team. How do you do? My name's
You can watch it in English.
I've also been told
You
best
can
to
talk
have
it.
a feeling like.
Yeah.
How do you?
It's only on English. It's only on English, Spanish, French.
How do you?
That's
How do
good.
you?
Oh, friends.
If we have a little more time. Of course, nobody's perfect, and making mistakes is a really big part of being a scientist, which means I'm really, really good at science. It's like my hands are covered in butter. More about me? Did I mention Actor Lasso? Yeah. I guess that's it. How do you? It also means goodbye, and what is your soup of the day? It's a pretty useful saying. How do you? Hoorah, ready. Oh, soup's up. Better go get some. Odd Squad, teams working, teams together as a team together. As he knows it, Gather all your friends from the neighborhood and find a cozy spot to watch. Show is starting. Work It Out Wombats. Watch now on PBS Kids. Squad is made possible in part by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Our first place team, per the USGA tiebreaker. First place, congratulations.
We really enjoy our time out here.
What did I tell you? Thank you, Season Sportsbook. Season Sportsbook, privilege and pleasure to have you as a partner. I'd like to thank you for everything putting it together out here at
You
Angle
mean the
Road.
TV? Just the man talking.
Remember watching Garfield?
Hi, everyone.
Man,
And
he's
happy
funny,
holidays.
right?
Bill Pito
Funny
here from
cat.
Madison Square Garden. We're getting ready for the Knicks and the Miami Heat for the fourth and final time
Yeah.
in the regular season. So far this year, the Knicks are 1-2 against Miami.
There's a town called Garfield, New Jersey.
Yeah.
I like Garfield the most.
Yeah. I'm glad you do.
This year, it's the Martini Cocktail Maker.
There's a town called the Garfield, New Jersey, too.
Welcome, everyone. Knicks Game
Yeah.
Night is presented by Mercedes-Benz. As tonight, the Knicks home again. This evening playing host to
Imagine if
the
the Garfield
Miami
cat
Heat.
lived there.
Knicks suffered over their second home loss
Yeah.
of the year on Friday
That would
against the
be funny.
Sixers, even though Karl Anthony Towns went for a double-double. Knicks are going to have to slow that Bam Adebayo. 3 games so far against the Knicks. He's played only one of them, scored 19 points against them. Great to have you with us. We're on Delta MSC Studios from the Garden. Bill Pito along with Wally Burnett. So this is already the fourth meeting between the two teams. And the Knicks only 1-2 against the Heat this season, trying to get the 2-2 obviously.
Good defensive team. You don't want to lose the tiebreaker to the Miami Heat. This is a big game here tonight. They got to defend home court, which they've been doing very well all year.
Let's say hello to Alan Hahn.
This is
We
all
love this
closed
fighter.
during
I
Run
think
Jersey, too.
That's the Christmas
Yeah.
turtleneck. I think it's an accessory. I'm not the only one. Accessory. I'm not the only one. Alan Houston also went turtleneck today, so we know what we're doing.
All right, if Alan Houston went turtleneck, all is good. How about the Knicks tonight, trying to even things up against Miami? No Tyler Hero, by the way, for the Heat. He's out. He's been out a lot of this year. Tonight, the problem is a bad toe.
Yeah, and well, look, it's one thing to match up with a rival. It's your last game against them. It's another thing to think about this. The Knicks haven't lost consecutive games since Halloween, guys. It's almost Christmas. Think about the run they've been on, 18-5. When you add the NBA Cup final into that, that's quite a run. They want to get back on track.
All right, guys, let's take a look at our advanced statistics presented by Caesar Sportsbook. Miami going the wrong way. They've lost 6 out of 7. Injury problems up and down the lineup. I mentioned that Tyler Hero is out for the year because of recovery from foot surgery, now the toe injury. He's only played in 6 games all season long. And Wally for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson's only played his 2nd game of the year against Miami. Remember, he missed 2 games with a bad ankle. And his only game against Miami was the 3rd game of the season. He went for 37, and yet the Knicks still lost.
Yes, but they did have an electric win that he didn't play in the NBA Cup when Karl Anthony Towns and Landry Shamet went bananas and scored 35 plus, both of them. Having Jalen back in the lineup obviously is huge. He struggled a little bit at the end of the game, which is rare for him against the other night against Philadelphia. I think he got a little bit of recharge of his battery, and he got some rest. He'll be ready to go to make those clutch shots tonight. Interesting matchup too. Davion Mitchell, who's been out, he's been dealing with an ankle injury. He's one of those, again, those tough guards that love to try to take the challenge on with Jalen Brunson. We see it all around the league now because Jalen Brunson has become a superstar in the NBA, top 5 candidate for MVP already early in the season. And so another physical young guard that wants to take on that challenge. And Jalen Brunson, in the one matchup he did have with him this season, got the better of him. So I always look forward to those little types of matchups to see these young guards that want to come in and bring some physicality to Jalen Brunson, who certainly doesn't shy away from it.
Hey guys, one thing to watch, the Heat, not great on preventing offensive rebounds. In fact, they give up 13 offensive rebounds a game, second highest total in the entire league. So Allen, Mitchell Robinson, 21 and 16 the other night against Philly. All eyes on him because he could go wild on the offensive board.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I asked him, well, like, why are you so good at offensive rebounding? He started talking about how important it is for his team and all that stuff. And then he said a lot of it is just simply instinct and effort. He used the word effort twice when I asked him about it. And you see right here, this is all effort from him, taking on the challenge of wanting that basketball and do whatever it takes to get it. The length that he has also is special. But how about the free throw shooting? When have you ever seen a crowd get so excited about free throws in the second quarter, especially when they're purposely fouling him? We just saw him point to Nick Nurse before. He said, no more of this. I want to prove that I can stay on the floor late in games to help my team. But the rebounding is what gets him on the floor. Making those free throws, though, will keep him on the floor.
All right, Alan, quickly, your stat to watch tonight.
Now, it includes Mitchell Robinson, a great game off the bench on Friday. The bench has been very good the last 3 games, averaging 36 points a game. That is something that has to continue for the Knicks.
All right, so we'll keep an eye on that. And when we come back, we'll be joined by Monica McNutt. And the 4 of us are going to talk about the need for OG Anunoby to bounce back. Scored only 2 points in the loss Friday night here at home against Philadelphia. Stay with us, everybody. Back after this.
Knicks Game Night is presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Welcome, Mrs. C.
They want to
Don't let anything stop you. Let's fly. The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration has the very latest in style, safety, and tech.
What fun activities for the kids. Something different, something we haven't seen before. Experience Abu Dhabi. But you're really strong.
It was the night before sprightness, but feeling mad lame. The Santa was out with a hot ankle sprain. We needed a sub that was down for the cause. Then into the game came our man, Santa Claus. His task was not easy, but it had to be done. Sprite Winter Spice Cranberry for everyone. This limited Sprite made the holidays lit. As for what's in his life, it did nothing but great. And they heard him exclaim as he peeked out of sight.
Made Sprite was to all and to all of us Sprite. Cool, I'm on 17. I switched to T-Mobile.
You get 4 iPhone 17s on them.
Wait, who's taking the picture?
At T-Mobile, get 4 iPhone 17s with their amazing cameras on us. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
Smile, it's an Elfie.
James, famously smooth whiskey, famously big fat. Big Jose, simply one of us. Even when he shows up uninvited, he's never empty-handed. You see, he's nearly as smooth as our whiskey. Must be a James.
Welcome back, everyone. The Knicks and the Heat coming up this holiday season. Join Pepsi in celebrating the Rockettes during their 100th year. Back upstairs with Wally. Downstairs we have Monica and Alan. Monica has traded her Christmas hat to Alan, and we think the Christmas hat has helped the look with the sweater. What do we think?
I love it. The elf on the shelf.
You do look a little elf.
I am very elf on the shelf.
We are
Up to no good all the time.
Monica, what'd you get back in the trade for the Christmas hat? Because let everyone know that you brought the Christmas hat in. So
Well,
what did you
first
get back?
of all, you ain't gonna be such a Scrooge. It's all the secret.
Unbelievable.
Christmas is about sharing and caring.
No,
Han is the
Scrooge. Scrooge Pino. Way to go.
I just want to let everybody know what's going on around here.
Everybody only needs to know what they need to know.
Jeez, we don't keep it in house.
Christmas spirit right here on the Knicks.
Somebody didn't play team sports in
Yeah,
the shows.
clearly.
I was a ball hog as a point guard.
Yeah, the Grinch.
Monica, tell us about OG Anunoby. Only 2 points against Philly in over 30 minutes of playing time. First time that's happened for him with that kind of playing time since March of 2024. What does he have to do to bounce back?
Yeah, there's no real way to put any Christmas dressing or wrapping paper on his offensive performance. But I will say, Han, as I watched him defensively, you saw those flashes and the reason why so many coaches around the league acknowledge him as a terrific defender. Now, frankly, when he went into that matchup versus Philly, there's a lot of speed, and we all talked about the schedules, the contrast, I should say, in schedules of the Sixers coming into this game and with the Knicks experience. But what I did like is that OG Anunoby still took shots, still was aggressive. Some nights they don't fall. And so to your point, Pito, to answer your question, how does he make right? How does he get back on course? You got to keep shooting, you got to keep attacking and continue to be aggressive.
Keep attacking, most importantly, because after the game, I found it interesting that Mike Brown pointed out something about OG's game. We've heard this before from previous Knicks players. Tell me if you heard this before. He's too strong. He doesn't get the calls. And that's Mike Brown was noticing about OG Anunoby on his drives to the basket. He's getting hit, but he's not getting the whistles. Other players do. Some of them maybe he'll flop for a hit. They'll get the call. He doesn't. We heard that about Julius Randle a couple of years ago, didn't we? And so I think Mike Brown wanted to put it out there for the officials, but also back up his guy. He's trying to score in other ways. Maybe he needs to get to the free throw line, guys, more than under 3 attempts per game.
You know where else I heard it, Alan? In 2009 when I played with LeBron. Same exact thing.
Yes.
Mike Brown was like, just because the guy weighs 265 pounds and is one of the strongest players in the NBA, he's getting hit when he goes to the basket just because he powers through those drives, just like OG Anunoby. You have to keep the defense honest. You have to make those calls. And let's not forget, OG's going to be fine because they don't win the cup without his play in the semifinals and finals. He was the key cog making shots, especially in the championship game. So he will be all right after just an off night.
You know, guys, it's interesting. This is the 4th game this year between the Heat and the Knicks. Jalen Brunson's played only one of the previous 3 meetings. We've talked about the fact that Tyler Hero is out. He's missed all the games now against the Knicks. And Bam Adebayo, of the 3 games so far against the Knicks, has only played in 1 of the games. Now, he's able to go tonight. What kind of threat does he pose for New York?
Oh, Bam's a big threat. He's just a matchup nightmare because of his versatility. OG Anunoby, I think, is the guy that can match up pretty well and defend him and guard him. I'd like to see Yabusele get some minutes on Bam Adebayo, but he is just a versatile big man all over the place. The way he moves and rolls, and now he's developed that 3-point shot and that pull-up jump shot off the dribble. I mean, he's just got the complete package. And then defensively, we forget, this team's ranked 4th in defensive rating, 3rd in defensive field goal percentage. And to me, that's the most important stat on defense. So with him back in the lineup, with him healthy, the Knicks are not going to be able to get a lot of easy buckets, especially in transition, because Bam Adebayo is up and down the floor very quickly.
Yeah, Wally, I'm glad you mentioned that because Bam Adebayo is certainly the centerpiece. But you look at a guy like Kelly Ware, who also adds to the congestion, we'll call it, in the paint. But Adebayo, you guys, had his 11th double-double versus Boston, and he's had 7 double-doubles in the last 12 games. And so, to Wally's point, that speaks to his presence as a rebounder, his ability to score, especially in that mid-range where he's been really, really efficient this season.
And what I'll add to that is that, and you guys tell me if you've also heard this before, star player calls himself out for his performance of late for a team that's been struggling. That was Bam Adebayo after that game against the Celtics. He said, I've got to be better. It starts with me. He held himself accountable, saying, I got to play at a higher level to help this team. The very next game is this one, on one of the best stages in basketball. What do you think we should expect tonight?
And not to mention, we love that Kentucky matchup here at the Garden as well.
Speaking of this stage, the Knicks have thrived on this stage. Only their 2nd loss the other night at home in 15 home games. That's how good they've been. 13-2 overall. You see the rest of the numbers. They have been virtually unbeatable here. How do they continue that or get back on the winning track tonight, Wally?
Well, they just have to do what they've done pretty much the whole entire season. I think the last loss against Philly, give them a lot of credit. That's a schedule loss. Coming off the cup, 2nd of a back-to-back, an emotional game the night before against the Pacers. But now there are no excuses. You had a day off. You had a day to prepare for Miami. Miami doesn't have Tyler Hero. So the Knicks have to be ready to return the favor against this Miami Heat team. We know this rivalry runs deep. We know these two teams battle every time they play. So the Knicks got to defend home court here.
I'm looking at the 3-point line, y'all.
Yep.
I mean, very rarely, and this goes back 3 seasons now, does this team survive a performance where they shoot less than 30% from the 3-point line. And so the beauty of that is I trust the body of work of all the players up and down the roster that are knocking down threes this year. So I expect them to get back to efficiency from the 3-point line. Now, Wally said it earlier, the Heat are 3rd in defensive field goal call efficiency. So they've got to be mindful of taking good shots and not being baited into it. But I like the rhythm that they're in. I think they can work that off game out there.
And the Knicks thrive off their home court. We've seen it all season. Obviously, you can see their record and what they do here at Madison Square Garden. And even that game on Friday, a couple of chances where the Sixers kept trying to hit a knockout punch. The Knicks wouldn't do it. Why? They were feeling the energy of the home crowd, and they are a team that doesn't quit. So you get a day off yesterday, you rest, you recover, and you get to play at home in this game to get right back on track.
All right, you guys look fabulous. Monica, have a great call on the radio.
Merry Christmas to all.
And Alan, we'll be back with you after a break to talk about the challenging Knicks schedule. What's ahead for them the rest of this calendar year? Also, betting strategy from Alex Monaco when we continue after this.
In New York, you're used to getting everything ASAP. Guess what? With Caesar Sportsbook, you can place your bets in just a few taps. It's made with New Yorkers in mind. It's direct. It's no nonsense. It's your calling to join all the sports betting action. Caesar Sportsbook was made for hockey fans who follow every line change. Don't just spectate, participate. With Caesar Sportsbook, official sports betting partner of the New York Rangers.
Fun activities for the kids. Something different, unique, something we haven't seen before.
Experience Abu Dhabi.
But you're really strong.
Get zero down, zero to it signing, and zero first payment on select Volvo SUVs during the Holiday Safely Sign and Drive event.
Searching for a pre-owned car in one of those big websites? I bet you are. I'm sure you've seen a little sticker that says great price, great deal. Don't get fooled. When you're about to sign that final contract, that really low price will be really low. At Major World, the price you negotiate is the price you get. No surprise. Come to the new Major World, now bigger than ever.
Thanks, Derek. Put it down. Homegrown might be.
Welcome back, everyone. Tyler Golden, the Knicks getting ready to play host to the Heat. Closed captioning sponsored by New York Lottery. Here now is Alan Hahn in our Delta MSG studios from the arena lobby.
Thanks, Bill. Well, after the Knicks won the NBA Cup on Tuesday, they had one day off and then had to get right back to the regular season. They played in Indiana on Thursday, and of course, here at Madison Square Garden against the Sixers on Friday, a back-to-back. Well, they survived Indiana because of Jalen Brunson's heroics, but on Friday night, you could see in that fourth quarter, it sort of ran out of gas because maybe it was the schedule. Jalen Brunson, though, didn't want to hear it. He said it's not like we got blown out. The game was very winnable. We have to hold ourselves to a higher standard. Well, Mike Brown also didn't want to use it as an excuse, but he also didn't recognize the fact that his players are going to get tired. He said these guys are human, but at the end of the day, we try to pride ourselves in being a no-excuse team. We're going to go out and play the highest possible level. Most times we'll probably have it. But on Friday night, he said we didn't have it. Chalk it up, hopefully, to a learning experience. Well, tonight is the fourth game in 6 days for the Knicks. So it has been a tough schedule after winning the NBA Cup. It is something the Knicks really didn't pay attention to, at least not Josh Hart, because when I brought it up to him, he said that we weren't looking too far ahead. We didn't realize how challenging going from the final game of the Cup and then going right into a back-to-back. We just have to make sure we get our bodies right and get some sleep. We'll find out tonight if they got some good rest yesterday on that rare day off that they had. Bill?
Alan, thanks. Here we go. Line to line presented by FanDuel. Play your game. Always great to say hello to Alex Monaco with the Knicks and the Miami Heat coming up. The Knicks are favored by 7. We have the money line at minus 310 and the game total of 236.5. What do you think?
Yeah, Bill, line tells you a lot here. A lot of respect for the Knicks, 7-2 in the month of December across all competitions. They've covered 6 of those. I got to look from a betting trend perspective at the spot, though. The Knicks are excellent off the loss this year at 5-2 straight up. And the Heat, not a great road underdog, just 6-6 against the spread, only 4 wins in that spot, 4-8 straight up. Something to take a look at.
All right, how do you handle this? Because this is a 4th meeting already between these 2 teams. Knicks so far this season against the Heat are 1-2.
Yeah, you mentioned it off air and on. It's going to be obviously a less than full starting staff for the Heat. We haven't seen really full strength for either of these clubs. So you kind of look at where they are right now. And you got to favor the Knicks here again. Well, the home team has won and covered. Both games went under in Miami. The game went over here. I got to remind you, the team total highest number for the entire season, Bill, 140, was against this Heat team. 21 threes, 5 guys in double figs, won the rebounding battle. Just, again, a great spot for a Miami team, bottom 10, and the Knicks top 5 from a defensive standpoint.
And if you're just joining us, Tyler Hero is out, so that might impact how things end up here this evening. How about your same game parlay?
I love it. I'm going right to Karl Anthony Towns. He's had some sensational rebounding outings, Bill, against the Heat. How about 15, 18, 16 in 3 of those 5? He's averaged around 13.4 in his last 5 against Miami. I'm going to go to Hart here. Just 5 points the other night against Philly. Well, he hasn't had that low a point since Halloween. I like him to bounce back. He's hit 10-plus points in 8 of his last 10. And I'm going to go to OG, too, also buying low here. Just 2 points. Last time, Bill, he was in single digits, and he got more than 30 minutes of playing time. Exploded for 5 threes over 25 points. I like him for 15. Put it all together, plus 202 on FanDuel.
All right, Alex, it's always great to see you. You know, we're counting on you, and I'm sure we'll hear about whatever happens here with your same game parlay. FanDuel's 8 Days of Rewards is here. FanDuel's dropping a new holiday gift just for you every day right now, and there's something a little extra special coming on Christmas Day, so don't miss out. Your holiday gifts are waiting for you on FanDuel. Coming up, we have Wally's player to watch. Mikal Bridges has been rolling along. He's got at least 20 and 2 straight. We'll also talk OG Anunoby coming up. Stay with us.
Knicks Game Night is presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Hey, Marty, how you doing, man?
I have a purpose. And with that obligation comes sacrifice.
That's not how horses think.
Being able to paint these moments and players makes us really think of it. Almost a time machine.
Love slots? The DraftKings Casino app's got you covered. They got tons of slots to choose from, like Cash Eruption, Cleopatra, plus no one's exclusive to DraftKings. All these options, I feel like a slot machine. Winner, winner, early bird dinner.
All players get a free chance at a daily reward at DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours.
We hit the jackpot. We ain't no we, ain't gonna be no we. That's what I'm saying.
This was a night before brightness, but feeling mad rain. The sun was out and the hot air was bright. This limited sprite make the holidays lit. And as for once in his life, it did nothing but.
We can see now we're going to 3 presented by Michelob Ultra, Superior Light Beer. So this is already will be the 4th meeting of the year between the Knicks and the Heat so far against Miami. The Knicks are 1-2. The one win came here in New York on November the 14th. Let us now listen into some of the pregame comments from Knicks coach Mike Brown.
Prior to the NBA Cup, especially the final, I liked where we were. I thought we were trending in the right direction. Like I said before, it's a little funky, and we're trying to navigate our way through, making sure we handle the post-cut. And so, you know, obviously, we came out in Indiana, but I really like our guys just found a way. They just found a way to win, play guys. I should have started Mo and played guys a ton of minutes.
hadn't played much in the past. We found a way. Jalen hits a big shot for us. It was a little tougher for us to get going. You know, we give Philadelphia a lot of credit the other night. So, you know, as a coach, when you watch the way we play in those two games, you know, there are things I don't like, you know, but I'm not going to beat them up for it. And I'm not going to belabor it too much because this is uncharted territory for me as a head coach as well as for them as players too.
Back with Roy Allen. Big challenge here given the schedule now as we look at who has been doing what over the last couple of games. Our player to watch, Mikal Bridges, because he doesn't seem tired at all, right, Wally? I mean, you look at the last two games, at least 20 per, and against Miami this year, in 2 to 3 games, he's also gone for 20. The guy just doesn't get tired, does he?
No, he doesn't. And the big 17 in the second half of the Pacers game was huge. He only had 5 in that first half. It's amazing to me how timely his baskets are. If the Knicks go down 10, he hit 2 threes in the game against Philadelphia to get them right back in the game. He kind of really just doesn't look like he's ever stressing to try to make things happen, but he always is just making the smart, simple play and making things happen. I would have just almost liked to see him be a little bit more aggressive. His efficiency, I've been saying all year long, up around 50 and 40 from the field and from 3. Try to take more shots. Try to get to not just 20, try to get to 30. Because he's fresh right now, he's playing good basketball, and at times it seems like he just needs to step it up and be a little bit more aggressive to help this team win more games.
Yeah, well, I think what you said there, though, about Mikal Bridges is spot on, is that he's somebody that's not forcing himself into the offense where, hey, I'm not getting my shots, I got to get my shots. You never see that from him, and you also never see him let off on the defensive end if he's not getting his shots. He tries to play within the flow, and there are pockets of the game that we see where all of a sudden he'll go on a little bit of a run. He'll start knocking down some shots and affect the game, but it's never something where it looks like he's hunting for his own shots. He's really trying to play within the flow.
Funny
and when they're playing fast, he does best. A lot of his scoring, 20% of his offense really comes on the fast break. He loves to get out and run, and he also knocks down those momentum threes that I think are a big part of his game. So it's good to see him get back into a rhythm these last few games.
And his contribution the other night, all the more important because as we talked about, OG Anunoby scored only 2 points against Philadelphia. All right, Alan, have a great game on the game call with Mike Green and Clyde Frazier, and Wally, we'll see you at the half. Knicks basketball is next. Thanks for watching Knicks Game Night, presented by Mercedes-Benz. It's the Knicks and the Heat next, right here on MSG.
We're not here to follow the old rules of money. We're here to write the new ones. We're the CEOs of the living room and the boardroom. When money talks, it's our voice that you hear. And when you money like us, we all win. Anyone and everyone can money like a woman for you.
You're playing for Ultra? Racing for an Ultra?
Put an Ultra on. Don't forget, there's Ultras on the line.
A date.
Big time, best time, all the time. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. The triple cream box is back. Nowadays, hard is. This got people left out on the roof.
Look at this friend said T-Mobile's network was a little dodgy. His words.
A lot of things used to be dodgy. GPS used to be my gut feeling. But things changed. And after a giant test of millions of customers and data points, now T-Mobile has the best network. By like a lot. Check it out for yourself. You can switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes. And see what it means to have America's best network. Hey dude, you won't believe where I am. Walmart's top brand gifts surprised every last food.
Walmart has Tony's?
And espresso?
Even Apple? Who knew?
Okay, Blazer.
What you got to say?
Hey, Balance. We got now.
Morning, Pete. Coffee's on and your Uber's on its way.
You know, I've been thinking, maybe I should just go by Peter now?
Peter Davidson. Not bad.
Sounds like I'm going to try and sell you an extended warranty.
How about Petey?
I know a dog named Petey.
Little P or Big D?
Oh, what about Double P?
You want to go by PP?
You know what? I think I'm just going to stick with Pete.
Pete. I like it.
I like you too.
Welcome to New York Knicks basketball on MSG Networks, presented by Chase.
Knicks basketball is on MSG, and it is presented by Chase. Tonight, the Knicks play host to the Miami Heat, who come into this game having lost 6 of their last 7 games. Knicks take the court, their 4th and final regular season meeting against Miami so far this year. The Knicks 1-2 against the Heat. Hi, everyone, and happy holidays. I'm Bill Pino. Great to have you with us. Knicks still trying to navigate the challenges of the post-NBA Cup schedule. Knicks, of course, went all out in Las Vegas. Tonight, their 3rd game in the last 4 nights. And the schedule is challenging going forward. Kia Card shows us that after tonight, the Knicks go to Minnesota Tuesday and then come back Christmas Day at noon to take on the Cavs. Then it's at Atlanta, at New Orleans, and at San Antonio to close out calendar year 2025. And the only team on that list that's under 500, the Pelicans, on the 29th. Let's now check in with our Hall of Famers, Mike Breen and Clyde Frazier, guys.
Billy P. Thanks. Good evening, everyone. This past Friday night was the latest episode of the Mitchell Robinson experience. The longest tenured Knick was magnificent in that loss to the 76ers. And Clyde, it was the latest example of why if the Knicks have hopes of winning a title this year, they need to keep this big man healthy.
Yeah, so far, they've been doing it with load management for Rob. But did you see he lost weight? He's very active now. He's been dominating the glass, making the Knicks one of the best. Look out, Mike. He almost ran over us right there. But he was omnipotent, taking away balls, creating havoc. And he was making the free throws. At one point, 6 or 7, igniting and exciting the Garden crowd. But his dominance under Pate just overwhelmed the Sixers. They could do nothing with him. Just slamming and jamming. So superb play by Robinson.
Season-high points, season-high rebounds, season-high minutes, and a career-high 7 consecutive free throws made continues to make an enormous impact for the Knicks and put them to the floor. As for the Heat, this was a team that's one of the surprises to start the season. They played some terrific basketball, but in a little bit of a funky stretch. 1-6 in their last 7 games, but they have plenty of talent, including Norman Powell, his first year with the Heat. Like, he's 32 years old, playing the best basketball of his career.
Yeah, he's a smooth operator. He knows how to score. He has it all. He does it all. Never in a hurry. Always at his own pace. Look at the shaking and making right there. So facing up to the guys. He has the infinite range. He's had a 38-point game against the Knicks. He's had a 19-point game. They could not deny his forays in the paint. They must do so tonight. So, again, he must be contested on the perimeter. They kind of come out and make him penetrate and create it. And deny his dancing and prancing tonight.
Last year, he had a best season with the Clippers. Clippers, I'm sure, wish they still had him, but over 24 points per game. A little bit of a shooting slump in recent games, but having a magnificent season, and without question, has a chance to be an all-star. Speaking of a chance to be an all-star, OG Anunoby, his two-way play gives him a possibility, although coming off his worst game of the season Friday night, tired legs for sure for Anunoby. We're looking forward to seeing a big bounce-back game for OG Anunoby tonight. So the Knicks and the Heat, the season series ends tonight. It's not even the new year. The home team 3-0 so far. Knicks trying to even up the season series. Knicks and Heat, a Sunday night here at Madison Square Garden.
I'm gonna
Rangers centennial season. For the first time, for the life wonders, and for everyone in between, it's 100 years of hockey, all wrapped up in a bow.
It'll make your heart glow. It'll make you shout, hey! It's 'Twas the Night Before by Cirque du Soleil. From December 4th to 28th at the Theatre at Madison Square Garden. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Game day, dude. So I still don't know which BetMGM responsible gambling tools to use. Maybe you should mull it over. I see it now. I know what to do.
Good call. With BetMGM's responsible gambling tools like deposit or time limits, you can always mull it over ahead of time.
Bernie's in the back.
Turbo sings, quattro cleans, racing all the way. Oh, what fun it is to drive when an Audi leads the way. What fun it is to drive along in an Audi every day.
Lease a new 2025 Audi A5 Premium for $499 a month during the season of Audi.
The NBA is happening Christmas Day. 5 games, one unforgettable lineup. It's what Christmas is all about. Buckets for breakfast, breakaways for dessert. It's the holiday tradition. Christmas all better with star power from across the globe. The stars, they are going to be the best gift. You don't even have to unwrap it. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year! NBA Christmas Day begins at noon on ABC and ESPN.
This holiday season brought to you by Sprite as we get you ready on a Sunday evening here in New York City for the Knicks and the Heat at the world's most famous arena. Hi, everybody. I'm not here in the Lexus Gameside studio. You know, when you're going through games where it's one after the other, especially on back-to-back,
I don't know why, but
and the Knicks bench of late has been
I'm done.
fantastic. In fact, you've seen performance.